Hello everyone, it's me. Hello. It's me, NYSE Einstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange. February 27th, the second to the last day of the year. Guys, February 27th, 5:35 here on a Wednesday hump day. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we have come in here. We've been talking over the last 6-7 weeks about this wild and crazy rally, the rebound across the board, irrespective of earnings, irrespective of interest rates, irrespective of China. This market has been on a tear. We talked about not being able to cover shorts. We've talked about technical resistance. We've talked about the China trade, tariffs, postponement, doubling, tripling, cutting in half, China deal happening or not happening. All that being said, zero earnings coming into next year, interest rates, the Fed and Powell, the White House, Brexit, all that stuff. This market is at 26,000, ladies and gentlemen. We are trading in a range the last few days. Is it a pause? Is it a consolidation? We're at a level, what I've talked about, where we have not been able to break through 3 times in the last quarter of 18, and once again here, even after that massive rally we've seen over the last 7.5 to 8 weeks from the Christmas Eve day lows. We are at 26,000 in the Dow. We are at 2,800 in the S&P, and we've yet to break through that with any significance and stayed there. Yes, we did get to the other day, on that day where everything was just fighting on powerful pistons. But we've now backed off from that, and we are now in a range. We're not really sure. Today's narrative was fairly negative when Leitziger said that the deal with China is not really, that there needs to be a lot more done before a deal is closed. That was where all the hopes and dreams of yesterday that took the market up 300 or 400 points earlier on in the week came to an abrupt halt. We sold off a little bit this morning, and I thought the market was going to sell off a little further because that was the catalyst that took us higher. But yet, we still don't know. We still have a mixed, incoherent message coming out of Washington. We still have confusion and lack of consistency as far as headlines and news go. We do have Mr. Cohen talking in Hollywood or the White House or in Washington, whatever you want to call it. The drama is alive and well coming out of the White House. Professor Orange is back on the train and God knows what he's doing. Mr. Cohen is on his train. We don't know what he's doing. All that really has no effect on the fundamentals of this market. The negative narrative of the day that took the market down 100 this morning was that we still have a lot of work to do to close a deal with China. Sold off 100 points, but slowly inched its way back up to even. We did close the day down 72. The volume was sort of anemic at 800 million. The Russell up an odd lot, the Dow, the S&P down an odd lot. I think the rally we saw in the Dow earlier on in the day from down 100 to basically flat was all in Boeing. Boeing opened down 5 and closed up 7. That's a significant player, probably about 40, 50 points in the Dow. So there was a weird divergence in the Russell, the S&P, and the Dow. At the end of the day, it was a lackluster medium range day, but we did come off the lows, we did come off the highs, and we closed the day mid-range and not enough for me to figure out what's going on forward. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. I would imagine we're going to see some profit taking perhaps from the last 8 weeks of rally, or we're going to see another surge due to some positive news coming into the table. That's all I got. That's it. Inside versus top. NYSE Einstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.